A very good morning, everyone, and welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. I am Sakshi, and let's discuss the daily current affairs as on 13th August 2020. So, before beginning, I would like to introduce you with SSB Crack Exams. It is a one-stop solution for all the major defense-related exams like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, Territorial Army. For more details, you can visit our website, and there you can find the entire package for courses, mock tests, quizzes, and study materials. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on our social media platform, and do not forget to download our mobile app SSB Crack Exams from Google Play Store. So let's start with the question of the day, and the question was, what are the key features of Ayushman Bharat? See, Ayushman Bharat is now Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Okay, what it is? It is Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. It is implemented by National Health Authority. And it is implemented by National Health Authority, and it was launched on September 2018. So what is the vision? Vision is to achieve the universal health coverage, and it is essentially a health insurance scheme. What it is? It is a health insurance scheme wherein which it provides free access to healthcare system to poor, lower section of the society and vulnerable population. So what are the basic features? First of all, it provides over the 5 lakh rupees per family for medical treatment, and medical treatment empaneled in the hospitals both in the private and public sector. The next important feature is it is using the criteria of socio-economic caste census 2011 to determine the eligibility for the benefits, and there is no restrictions on the family size, age, gender for this. And it also offers cashless payments and paperless record keeping through hospitals and doctor's office. The scheme is also portable, and like beneficiaries, they can avail the medical services, medical treatment anywhere in the country, in any state. So these are all the key features of Ayushman Bharat. I hope you got them all. Now let's start our session with the first news that we have. So recently, Supreme Court has given its verdict on Hindu women's inheritance right. So as we all know that so far, the women have the equal property right as of male. So Supreme Court has cleared few confusion on that. It has ruled that the Hindu woman's right to be joint legal heir and inherit ancestral property on terms of equal male to heirs, and it does not depend whether her father was alive or not when the law was enacted. And law was enacted in the year 2005. It is known as, it was an amendment, basically it was an amendment, that Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005. It was the amendment for further Hindu Succession Act 1956. This particular act was amended in the year 2005, and it has regulated that women are recognized as co-personers, which means joint legal heir, and it has assured the equal status of male and female in the ancestral property, and this was amended in the year 2005. Now, but there were several confusions regarding to the equal right to women. The questions were raised in the multiple cases, whether the law was applied retrospectively, or if the rights of the woman depends on the living status of the father. So recently, as I told you, Supreme Court has cleared that it does not depend whether the father is active or not. The women have all the right for the ancestral property. Now the next important update is Sputnik 5. Sputnik 5, it is a Russian vaccine for COVID-19. It is the first country, Russia became the first country officially to register COVID-19 vaccine, and it is named as Sputnik. If you remember, Sputnik is the Earth's first artificial satellite, and it was named as Sputnik 1, and it was launched by Soviet Union, and Russia was then part of Soviet Union when Sputnik 1 was launched, and it is Sputnik 5, and it is it has named the vaccine as Sputnik 5. So this particular vaccine, it is developed by Gamaleya Institute and Defense Ministry of Russia. Both are the part of the development, and Russia has also stated that around 20 countries have already pre-booked the 1 million doses for COVID-19 vaccine Sputnik 5 for the patients in their own country. So which is the first country to be officially launch the vaccine? It is the Russia, and the name of the vaccine is Sputnik 5. Now the next important update is Prime Minister is about to launch transparent taxation honoring the honest. Basically, it is a direct tax reforms, and he is going to launch these reforms. The government has during the Union Budget 2021, Union government has already announced about the taxpayers charter, and that taxpayer charter was about to get the statutory status, and this particular charter was aimed at empowering citizens by ensuring time-bound services by income tax department of the country. So this is in the continuation with the same, and the tax reforms are going to happen. Let me tell you some background that CBDT, Central Board for Direct Taxes, it has carried out several major reforms in the direct tax in recent years, such as it has reduced the corporate tax, it has reduced the manufacturing rates, it has reduced the dividend distribution tax. In terms of corporate tax, they were reduced from 30% to 22%. New manufacturing unit rates were reduced to 15%, and dividend distribution tax was also abolished by the CBDT. So apart from the transparent taxation honoring the honest, with the view to provide resolution of pending tax disputes, IT department is also going to bring Direct Tax Vivad Se Vishwas Act 2020, and under this they would settle the disputes and the declaration of disputes which were being filed currently. Next is Medal for Excellence in Investigation 2020. It is known as Home Minister's Medal for Excellence in Investigation. So these are the medals which are awarded by Union Home Ministry. And who is the Home Minister? Mr. Amit Shah ji. So yes, so this year these awards were awarded 2020, and they have been awarded to 221 police personnel, and among them 21 were the women police officers and 15 were from SBIs, and rest of them from the various states and union territories. So talking about the Medal for Excellence in Investigation, it was constituted in the year 2018, and the objective for this is to promote the high professional standards of investigation of crime and to recognize such excellence in investigation by giving these medals to the investigating officers. So final names of these medals are finalized by Union Home Ministers, and the recommendations are given by several investigating agencies and states and UTs. Moving ahead, next we have is International Youth Day. August 12, yesterday, it was celebrated as International Youth Day. So as you all know, India has the largest population of youth. So this day is very important for us. So this day is celebrated to signify and highlight the importance of youth people. And the theme for this particular year is Youth Engagement for Global Action. What is the theme? The theme is Youth Engagement for Global Action. So International Youth Day was first celebrated in August 12 in the year 2000. So let me tell you something about National Youth Day as well, because people get confused with International and National Youth Day. National Youth Day, it is observed on Swami Vivekananda's birth anniversary and on January 12 every year. So both the days are different. So guys, it is time to know the current COVID-19 situation in India. So as per 12th August 2020, the total active cases are 6,43,948. The cured and the discharged or the migrated case are 16,39,599, which like you can see that the discharge and the cured cases have reached to 70%, and the deaths have reached to 46,091. It is time for quiz. Try to answer these questions. The first question is the Hindu Succession Act 1956. It was amended in the year A. September 2015, B. September 2000, C. September 2005 and 2010. So the correct answer for this is September 2005. It was amended in the year September 2005. The next question is the name of the Medal for Excellence in Investigations are finalized by A. Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Home Affairs, Minister of Defense, and state government. So it is finalized by Ministry of Home Affairs. Next question is, when does National Youth Day celebrated? When does National Youth Day celebrated? 12 January, 12th August, 12th September, 13th August. So National Youth Day is celebrated on 12th January. And when does International Day is celebrated? International Youth Day is celebrated. It is celebrated on 12th August every year. Okay, so now it is time for question of the day. Try to answer this question in the comment section. So the question is, what are the function of CBDT? What are the function of CBDT, Central Board for Direct Taxes? Try to answer this question in the comment section. We'll discuss the complete and the detailed answer in the next session. Till then, you will have to stay tuned. I'll see you in the next session. Take care. Jai Hind.